Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and within this video I want to provide a VO3, or it may be pronounced VAO3, step-by-step tutorial. So what we're going to do is log into Google's latest tool, which is VAO3. And by the way, you can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to sign up for VAO3. But VAO3 is Google, at the time of filming this, their latest video model. And one of the cool things, one of the many cool things about VAO3, beyond the realism of the video content that's created, is the ability for those AI generated personalities to have a voice with lip sync. It's amazing. And then there's also sound effects for the environment. There can be music. It's just a very powerful tool. VAO3 is extremely powerful. But despite how powerful VAO3 is, within this video we're going to go through in a very common sense, step-by-step fashion. So we're going to go through all of the, at the time of filming this, they're 8-second duration video clips. So you're going to see me step-by-step type in what I want the video to be, and then you'll see the created video as the product of what I type in, my text to video verbiage. So it's very, very cool. This is the VAO3 piece step-by-step tutorial. So subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when I post other videos, because this will show you VAO3, how I use VAO3 to create amazing AI generated videos. But you can also check out my other videos within this playlist, because once I've created those videos, I've got another video where I'll show you step-by-step how I piece together those 8-second duration clips, and maybe some of them I chop some out, this, that, and the other, how I do that within my video editing software. So I hope you find this tutorial to be informative. If you do, please send me a super thanks. You can click that thanks button down below this video. Not required, but deeply appreciated if you do. And if there's anybody out there that can provide me with free access to VAO3, that's the one thing. It's not cost prohibitive, but it's a situation where I'd like to have more credits. I don't have the top tier VAO3 plan at the time of filming this video. I've just got the basic one. But the basic one, and at the time of watching this, they may still have a free trial. Check the link within this video's description. But the basic one is very powerful, as you're about to see within this video. Hope this video provides value, and yes, it is a long video. So grab you a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, and enjoy. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and within this video I'm going to give you a step-by-step walkthrough of the latest, at the time of filming this, it's not YouTube, it's Google VAO3 or VO3. I think it's pronounced VAO. But we're logged into VAO, and by the way, I've linked it within this video's description where you can choose to sign up for VAO. But let's just go through step by step, and let me show you how I create a video using VAO3. Now, I will, at the end of this, post the video to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy, where you're watching this, so you'll be able to see the finished product, but this is how I made it. So we're going to do new project. You got several options. You've got text to video, frames to video, ingredients to video. And at least at the time of filming this, ingredients to video is only available for what's called Google AI Ultra subscribers. So I don't have that. So we're going to use text to video. We've got a few things here we can choose under settings. By default, it may default to more outputs. I just want one. And at least at the time of filming this, it says it uses 20 credits. Now, you can choose other models. You can choose VAO2, which is older, VAO3 quality, and you can see when you choose these different models, you're consuming a different amount of credits. So we're going to go to VAO3 fast, which I think you'll feel looks really good. But by using VAO3 fast, we're consuming a lesser amount of credits. So let's start this this video. I mean, this is going to become a YouTube video, but we're doing it clip by clip. I think each clip is, what, around 8 seconds at the time of filming this. So let's just see what it can do. And none of this is scripted. I'm doing this on the fly. A Bigfoot is in Times Square. It is during the day and Times Square is crowded. Excuse me. A Bigfoot is in Times Square, New York. It is during the day and Times Square is crowded. 2 curious tourists approach Bigfoot to ask for an autograph. Bigfoot says, "Would you like a photo with me too?" And the tourists are both excited and have a photo taken with Bigfoot. A Bigfoot is in Times Square, New York. It is during the day and Times Square is crowded. 2 curious tourists approach Bigfoot to ask for an autograph. Bigfoot says, "Would you like a photo with me too?" And the tourists are both excited and have a photo taken with Bigfoot. So let's see what that does. Nothing too descriptive. You can become a lot more descriptive with this, but let's just see how it interprets that. You can see here it's nice. It's got a percentage. So it's actually, I mean, this is pretty fast. And as reinforced by the fact that this is VAIO 3 fast. So if you're wanting higher resolution or higher, I guess, visual quality clips, you probably wouldn't want to use fast. You'd want to use the other, but the other consumes more credits, at least at the time of filming this video. So we're going to stick with VAIO 3 fast throughout because I want to show you how capable VAIO 3 fast is for producing a very convincing YouTube video. So this is a long video, so if you're not interested in this, you're watching the wrong thing. But if you want to see step by step how to use VAIO 3 to create a very cool video for YouTube, in my case, you may just be creating it for another purpose, but this is how I do it. Got questions, comments? Comment down below and I'll try to post a future video response. Okay, let's see what we get here. What we got, rather.
Would you like a photo with me too? Would you like a photo with me too? Would you like a photo with me too? Would you like a photo with me too?
So that's actually very amazing. I mean, none of this didn't use any image references, no subject references, whatever the verbiage may be. I just described what's going on. So now let's do our next clip. A Bigfoot is in Times Square and hails a taxi. Bigfoot excitedly shouts, taxi, and enters the back seat of the taxi. Now, Bigfoot is in Times Square. My typing's horrible today. A Bigfoot is in Times Square. It's actually even worse. Times Square and hails a taxi. Bigfoot excitedly shouts, taxi, and enters the back seat of the taxi. It is daytime. I guess we should say that because we don't want to go from day to dark. So now we're generating clip number 2. Now, something I'm personally curious about and something I want to work to master is consistency among clips. So is it going to be the same Bigfoot, which I hope it is, or is it going to be a visually different Bigfoot in the next clip? Because that's one of the biggest challenges with AI video creation, at least at this point in time, is consistency among clips. Now, if you didn't know, and you've seen here, Veo 3 has voice. So we're going to get into some really interesting scenarios here as we progress with clip creation within this tutorial. But it's amazing how fast this is. I mean, you've got to give it credit. I mean, this is creating this from text. Okay, here we go. And okay, the Bigfoot is visually different, so I'm not super excited about that. But let's see what we got.
Taxi. Taxi.
Okay, so that's cool. So he's in the back seat of the taxi. So now a Bigfoot is in the back seat of a taxi in Times Square. Bigfoot says, "Take me to the airport, please." As he's going to the airport. And then that's going to segue us into I mean, you'll see how all this comes together. So he's hailed the taxi, he's in the back seat of the taxi. A Bigfoot is in the back seat of a taxi in Times Square. Bigfoot says, "Take me to the airport, please." And I guess we need to specify during the day, because if we don't, I don't know if it would retain that consistency. So Bigfoot is in the back seat of a taxi in Times Square during the day. Bigfoot says, "Take me to the airport, please." We're just going to keep these prompts simple. I mean, we could define what Bigfoot's wearing, and actually we will do that within upcoming clips, because the whole idea that I have in my mind is Bigfoot is going to travel from New York City. Well, you'll see. We're not going to spoil the surprise. We're just going to make it happen here. Amazing how quickly this generates. I mean, it really is. So looking at credit usage so far, this would be 2020, and then this next one. So after this clip's created, we're up to 60 credits consumed. Something I am curious about and do want to check is how many credits I get with this tier. Like I said, I'm not in the top tier. I'm in the, let's just call it entry-level tier of this Veo 3 tool set. But I'm thrilled, as I mentioned, that they have VO3 fast, and if they didn't, we'd be consuming a lot more clips. But I mean, the quality of this, and the real test will be once I've edited the YouTube video and you watch it on YouTube, how good is the visual quality of VO3 fast. Okay, so here we go.
Take me to the airport, please. Take me to the airport, please.
Okay, one thing that you notice here, if you want to get really nitpicky, the taxi driver, instead of turning his head around, it's like his head's on backwards.
Take me to the airport, please.
The other thing that you may have noticed, take me to, instead of the, it says Y-O-R. Y-O-R. So it's, you know, I would have preferred to have not had captions, but it added them anyway. But we're not going to get too nitpicky. I mean, again, this is new technology, and it's actually fascinating. So now, let's go to the airport. And we'll say, a Bigfoot walks into the airport in New York City during the day. The Bigfoot A Bigfoot walks into the airport in New York City during the day. After waiting in line, he obtains his airplane ticket and thanks the airport employee. So let's see what this does. Again, not becoming overly descriptive, we're intentionally testing the power of VO3. In this case, VO3 fast. One thing I would like to see, and it's beyond the scope of this video, is some sort of indication as to how many credits I've consumed and how many credits I have remaining. That would be nice. Because honestly, I don't know. But again, this technology is in its early stages, and it's already mind-blowing, as you can see. And I didn't specify busy airport, but I specified after waiting in line, so I guess that should imply, okay, this looks believable. Let's see what it does.
Ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
So looks good, kind of unusual. He's got a travel bag, which I didn't specify, but I guess that's implied he's going to the airport. Why is there a random bag on the counter? I mean, things are not perfect, but one of the good things, we did not get the captions this time, which was nice. It didn't add them since I didn't ask for them, but the previous clip, it did add captions, even though I didn't ask for them. So now let's do our next next clip here. A Bigfoot is walking through a security checkpoint in the New York City airport during the day. He sets off the alarm So let's see how it does that. Minimal amount of descriptions. Minimally descriptive, I should say. So let's just see what it does and how Bigfoot reacts to the alarm, how the TSA reacts. Let's just let it go. This was kind of interesting, though.
Please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Ticket, please. Here you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Ticket.
Okay, this clip is 48%. So that's kind of interesting what it came up with. Wasn't what I expected, but that that part right there with the alarm and the smoke or the pop, whatever, that was kind of weird. Okay, so now a Bigfoot is walking through the airport, the New York City airport terminal during the day. It is a vlog style selfie shot and Bigfoot says, I am finally on my way to, let's see, where is he going? I'm finally on my way to this is what we got to figure out. He's going to St. Bart's. Okay, so well, let's see what this creates here. My expectation is that the video will be different because it says vlog, VLOG style selfie shot. So this would be like somebody carrying their smartphone in their hand, filming themselves while they walk through a certain environment, in this case, airport terminal in New York City. So let's see how well or how poorly it interprets that. Now, again, I've kept these descriptions very simplistic on purpose because I want to see, without all the extra wordiness, how well or how poorly Veo 3 will perform. Again, Veo 3 fast. There's other Veo 3 models available, but I'm using fast because I'm consuming a minimal amount of credits. Up. Now it's got captions again, which I didn't want. Well, let's watch it.
I am finally on my way to St. Bart's. I am finally.
Okay, and a few things here. Obviously, this is, as I keep repeating, it's early technology, but it misspelled finally. I didn't want the captions, it added the captions, but listen to them speak. I mean, that's what's cool.
I am finally on my way to St. Bart's. I am finally on.
So it's actually pretty cool that the spoken part meshes so well with lip sync. I mean, it's really cool. So now a Bigfoot excitedly sits in his first class seat in the airplane. Let's see how it does this. A Bigfoot excitedly sits in his first class seat on an airplane. A Bigfoot excitedly sits in his first class seat on a large airplane. Now, I could be more descriptive and say it's a 777 or whatever, but I just want to see what it's going to come up with. A flight attendant excitedly passes him a tropical drink. Bigfoot says, "Thank you very much." So let's see what this does. Yeah, so far, my key takeaways are, I wish there was a way to toggle off captions because that's kind of hit or miss. And maybe if I just said no captions, but I'm intentionally not going to go to the effort of specifying that every time just to see what type of consistency we get. So far, I've had the captions, I think in 2 clips. And obviously the captions within those clips, there was at least one spelling error. But what it does well, it does magnificently well. And again, this is Veo 3 fast. So if we were using the higher quality, I mean, imagine how mind-blowing the visual quality of that would be. And I mean, I'm not going to because I don't have that many credits. But I mean, if anybody's watching this and you want to hook me up with some credits, I'd love to use that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we got.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So again, here, didn't ask for the captions, it added them, and it says, thank, though, thee, we, the, very. So it really butchered that. There's nobody else on the plane, but to be fair, I didn't specify other people were here. Maybe Bigfoot was the first person that boarded the plane. So now let's get to the next clip. And I'll say, Bigfoot exits a crowded plane after landing in St. Martin. Now this is inside knowledge here. You can't land a big plane on St. Bart's. You've got to take a prop job over because the runway is super short. So he lands in St. Martin, which is an island very close to St. Bart's. Bigfoot exits a crowded plane after landing in St. Martin. He is wearing surfers' board shorts and a tropical, I'll just say, and a straw hat. Bigfoot exits a crowded plane after landing in St. Martin. He is wearing surfers' board shorts and a straw hat. One person on the plane stops Bigfoot to ask for an autograph and a photo. Bigfoot happily signs an autograph and smiles for a photo with the fan, with the person, because I don't want it to create a fan. Not a fan is in a person, but a fan is in something that cools people off. So Bigfoot exits a crowded plane after landing in St. Martin. He is wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat. So this is the first introduction of clothing, because prior to this, Bigfoot's only been wearing his fur. One person exiting, I want to be more descriptive there. One person exiting the plane stops Bigfoot to ask for an autograph and a photo. Bigfoot happily signs an autograph and smiles for a photo with the person. So let's leave it at that. Let's see what it creates. And then we're going to continue with the journey here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The cool thing is, I mean, you can go back while you're processing new clips and watch older clips. That's kind of neat. But wow, the generation speed of this is phenomenal. If you've used other AI, generative AI for video tools, I mean, this is best in class. And to my knowledge, at least at this point in time, the time of filming this video, this is the only video model that'll do voice with lip sync. If there's another one, let me know. So here we go. Let's see what we got.
Excuse me, could I get your autograph?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
Excuse me, could I get your autograph?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
Excuse me, could I get your autograph?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
So I think it did an exceptional job with this clip. And to break it down, we've got the straw hat, we've got the surfer's board shorts. I made sure to specify surfer so that it knew what I was expecting. And then I didn't specify the fan, whether it was a male or female, but it chose a female. And it did everything that I wanted it to do.
Excuse me, could I get your autograph?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
So that's a cool clip. I think this is among the best of the clips so far. So now, let's see how it does this. A Bigfoot wearing surfers board shorts and a straw hat is at baggage claim in the St. Martin Airport. While at baggage claim, a male fan, specifying gender this time, excitedly approaches and says, "Dude, may I have your autograph, please?" Bigfoot confidently says, "Certainly, and would you like a photo with me too?" Bigfoot happily signs an autograph and happily snaps a photo with the fan. Now, I want to see what it does this time because I mentioned fan instead of, because apparently Bigfoot's a celebrity vlogger, social media personality, influencer, whatever you want to call him. So a Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is at baggage claim in the St. Martin Airport. While at baggage claim, a male fan excitedly approaches and says, "Dude, may I have your autograph, please?" Bigfoot confidently says, "Certainly, and would you like a photo with me too?" Bigfoot happily signs an autograph and happily snaps a photo with the fan. So let's see what that creates. And it'll be interesting to see, does it know the inside of these airports? Because for New York, I just said New York Airport, New York City Airport. I didn't specify, well, is it LaGuardia, is it JFK? Maybe somebody's going over to New York, New Jersey. They rode the subway and they're doing that. I just wanted to see what it would do. But there's only one commercial, airport that large airlines would fly into in St. Martin, and that's Princess Juliana International Airport in St. Martin. And a fun fact, that's actually where the airplanes land, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and check out my videos from St. Martin. But that's where Maho Beach is, where the planes are just a few feet over people's heads as they land in St. Martin. So let's see what this does here. So he's on St. Martin, but then he's got to go to St. Bart's. So we're going to see how that comes together. Okay, here we go. Now let's look at consistency. So the consistency is somewhat there. He's got striped colors. These look, somewhat similar. The hat, Does it have the little black strip? We'll see. I mean, we're really nitpicking here. Looking at the signs here before I play this, it says STL Martin instead of St. Martin, so that's not perfect. But I mean, we're really getting into the weeds with nitpickiness here. So let's play it and see what we got.
Dude, may I have your autograph, please?
Certainly, and would you like a photo with me too?
Dude, may I have your autograph, please?
Certainly, and would you like a photo with me too?
Dude, may I have your autograph, please?
Certainly, and would you like a photo with me too?
Dude, may I have your autograph, please?
Certainly, and would you...
So that actually worked quite well. So now, let's stick with the theme here. And what I'll do is copy and paste a Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat, because, again, previously within this series of video clips, I didn't specify clothing. It was just fur. But now that he's arrived in the tropical destination, that's what he's wearing. So a Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat boards a small propeller airplane that will boards a small propeller airplane on the runway. Well, actually, it wouldn't be on the runway, so I shouldn't say. A Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat boards a small propeller airplane at the St. Martin Airport. He is carrying several bags, and the pilot of the airplane greets Bigfoot and says, "May I take your bags, please?" with a French accent. Because most of St. Martin speaks French, but he's speaking in English. So let's see how it interprets that. A Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat boards a small propeller airplane at the St. Martin Airport. He is carrying several bags, and the pilot of the airplane greets Bigfoot and says, "May I take your bags, please?" with a French accent. Bigfoot excitedly says, "Yes, and thank you." So I want to see these voices. I want to hear and see these voices, because you know the lips. So let's do that. Let's read it one more time. A Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat boards a small propeller airplane at the St. Martin Airport. He is carrying several bags, and the pilot of the airplane greets Bigfoot and says, "May I take your bags, please?" with a French accent. Bigfoot excitedly says, "Yes, and thank you." So let's see how it interprets that. While we do, I want to watch this clip again. I thought it did a phenomenal job.
Excuse me, could I get your autograph?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
Again, amazing how quickly it generates these clips. And I mean, this is, and subscribe to my channel, check out my AI with IrixGuy video playlist, and also my, and I guess I should come up with another name for that playlist, but this video will be in it. Right now it'll be the Veo 3, but as the new, what they call video models are released, I'll create corresponding playlists for those newer video models. But what I don't have now, and it may be with the more advanced version, but if I wanted to put myself with this Bigfoot, my actual self, but I'm going to explore that within future videos. We're just keeping this text to video only without any image reference of the character. We're just seeing how, and I've noticed, have you noticed, now this one, Bigfoot looks larger, but there's been somewhat, this one he looks physically larger. This one different. The appearance, though, as we've gone through the more recent clips, has been, in my mind, more consistent. And see now, okay, now look at this, different board shorts. Still got the straw hat with the little colored round piece there.
May I take your bags, please?
Yes, and thank you.
May I take your bags, please?
Yes, and thank you.
May I take your bags, please?
Yes, and thank you.
So very good clip. Again, not exactly the same board shorts, but maybe he spilled a drink in the airport and had to change them. So, I mean, this is small stuff. It did a great job with the small airplane. You can see the Caribbean Sea in the background, palm trees, another airplane over there. It did a great job. There were some weird vocals that Bigfoot made, which a lot of people probably wouldn't notice. I didn't ask for those, but it's worth pointing out. Let's watch it one more time.
May I take your bags, please?
Yes, and thank you.
But the facial expressions, the lip sync, phenomenal. So now what we're going to do, so a Bigfoot wearing board shorts and a straw hat is in the back seat of a small propeller airplane that is flying from St. Martin to it's actually Bart's, like that. Bigfoot excitedly says, I'm about to land on St. Bart's. It is a vlog style shot, and the airplane's loud propeller is audible. A Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a straw hat is in the back seat of a small propeller airplane that is flying from St. Martin to St. Bart's. Bigfoot excitedly says, comma, I don't know if that matters, but I'm about to land on St. Bart's. It is a vlog style shot, and the airplane's loud propeller is audible. And I say propeller instead of propellers because what it generated was a single propeller aircraft. So let's see what this creates. So you can see how this is coming together. And, you know, as I mentioned, this is a long-winded video. I'm doing it step by step. Worth mentioning, I dabbled with a few short clips, but this is my first full-length video for YouTube that I've created using Google Veo 3 Fast. So you're seeing it for the first time with me. And we're going to go into the next steps after this. I'll show you how I stitch it all together, but we're going to continue to go through this step by step. Okay, so here we go.
I'm about to land on St. Bart's.
So a few things that it did well. You can see Alan's out the window. When you're watching this video that I post on YouTube, you'll hear the audio. The audio sounds great. It did spell St. Bart's as I told them to say it, which is the correct way to say it, but it's spelled differently. I mean, that's nitpickiness. If you notice back here in the background, it's actually the front of the airplane and the propeller. So I guess the pilot would be seated over there. So you can see the propellers right there, but you can't see the pilot. So I would have thought that he would probably be facing forward, but you know, that's getting really nitpicky. The sound, the ambiance inside the airplane, it's all exceptional. Okay, so now we're going to keep, a Bigfoot is wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat. Wait a minute. So now let's do this. A small propeller airplane is landing on St. Bart's short runway. So now we're taking any there's no reference to anything else except for the airplane landing on St. Bart's. So let's see how this works. If you're not familiar with St. Bart's essentially, it's a very short runway and only propeller airplanes can land there, and the pilots have to have special certification to land on St. Bart's. But it basically, they come in over a hill, right over a road, and then drop abruptly and hit the runway. I mean, it's very short. So let's see how well this interprets that. A small propeller airplane is landing on St. Bart's. So this doesn't mention any more. Let's just see what it does. We want to have that because that's a key visual moment that, oh, this is a tiny airport, and let's just see what it does. I am extremely curious to see what this creates. And y'all may know this, I don't, how it's, oh, that actually looks like St. Bart's runway. Gustavia. Now what I wanted was where it goes over the, subscribe to my channel and check out a video that I actually filmed of an airplane landing over my head. We were up top where the airplanes come in from, and that's behind this, but this is pretty believable. So I'm still happy with this clip. Well, believable for its use case. I mean, obviously an airplane wouldn't hit and stop immediately. I mean, it would land towards the other end of the runway, but anyway, it's usable. I like it. So now we're going to go back. We're going to reintroduce Bigfoot. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat exits a small propeller airplane at the St. Bart's Airport. He is greeted by Bigfoot. The pilot passes Bigfoot's luggage to Bigfoot's let's see, chauffeur. CHAU a Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat exits a small propeller airplane at the St. Bart's Airport. The pilot passes Bigfoot's luggage to Bigfoot's chauffeur. Bigfoot is super excited and exclaims, "I finally Okay, a Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat exits a small propeller airplane at St. Bart's Airport. The pilot passes Bigfoot's luggage to Bigfoot's chauffeur. Bigfoot is super excited and exclaims, "I finally made it to St. Bart's." So he's landed, he's famous, he's got his chauffeur there, and they're taking care of him. So now I didn't get descriptive. Does the chauffeur have a vehicle visible behind them? I mean, obviously they're at the airport. I'm leaving all of this open-ended on purpose because I want to see the visual that Bayo 3 Fast will create. How does it interpret this? I mean, it's doing, and I know I've been nitpicky on purpose, but it is doing a phenomenal job of creating this with minimal descriptors. I mean, the board shorts and straw hat, I'm doing that, but I want to see the consistency, which, I mean, look at this. I mean, yes, those are different, but I mean, it's the small stuff. I mean, this is new technology. It's mind-blowing that it can do the voice with the lip sync. I mean, that is what really sets this video model apart from some of the others. Now the plane's different color. See, it was white here, well, and I didn't call that out earlier, white with blue stripes. White with blue stripes also got red, but maybe there weren't red ones on the front. I mean, but this is different. I mean, it's a yellow plane.
I finally made it to St. Bart's. I finally made it to St. Bart's. I finally made it to St. Bart's.
So the first part of it's good, but then it's got this weird cut from airplane to that. Not perfect, but very good. So now, a Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is riding a moped through Augustavia, which is the little port where all the mega yachts are, St. Bart's. While filming a vlog style clip. Bigfoot says excitedly, "This is Augustavia." Let's see how it pronounces that. St. Bart's. And I'm riding a moped. Let's see how it interprets that. And I'm doing this environment. I mean, obviously, if one thinks about environments that AI may be familiar with, I mean, obviously large cities, but kind of lesser traveled destinations like St. Bart's, how would interpret the environment? What I'm expecting for Gustavia, I mean, it's brightly colored buildings, it's a lot of shops and restaurants right alongside the water where all the mega yachts are. But let's see what this creates. And at some point, not part of this video, but I've got to figure out how to view my Veo 3 credit consumption. Because, I mean, if you're looking at 20, well, let's just do the math here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280. So that, now I've done created some unrelated projects, so I've consumed credits for those. Let's see how this did.
This is Gustavia St. Bart's, and I'm riding a moped. This is Gustavia St. Bart's, and I'm...
It's actually incredible. This does mimic Gustavia St. Bart's. He said Gustavia. There's an action camera there which is facing forward. Not an issue. Maybe this was set up so he had a forward-facing camera. This seems to be created with a, let's call it a selfie-style stick that's sticking out the front of the moped. So it's believable.
Riding a moped. This is Gustavia St. Bart's, and I'm riding a moped. This is Gustavia St. Bart's, and I'm riding a moped.
Okay, so now let's think outside of the box. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's boards and a straw hat is sitting at a restaurant in Gustavia, is St. Bart's. He says, "May I have a beer, please?" And the female, let's just do this. And the attractive female waitress with a French accent says, "Certainly." Certainly, I'll be right back. And I added that extra wordiness to the waitress's response because I want to see if it captured the French accent that I conveyed. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is sitting at a restaurant in Gustavia, St. Bart's. He says, "May I have a beer, please?" And the attractive female waitress with a French accent says, "Certainly, I'll be right back." So let's see how it does that. And I think each clip's around 8 seconds. Yeah, you can see here 8. So once we get to the next phase of this, I know this is long-winded, but you're learning as I learn. Once we get to the next phase, you'll see how all this is stitched together. Imperfections, for example, this previous clip where it transitioned to the, where it went from that to that. Like, see, I'll cut there so I don't get this, where the background changed. So, I mean, there's some edits that I'll do once we get to the stitching together phase. Also, some of these clips I can retime. I can add soundtracks. Actually, you can add music. You can prompt this Veo 3 and add music. I'm intentionally not doing that for these clips because I'm going to create the music separately. Just personal preference. Okay, look at this. This is what I would expect from St. Bart's, kind of a snooty environment, very fancy, which, I mean, I've been to St. Bart's, check out my videos, and let's see how it did this.
May I have a beer, please?
Certainly, I'll be right back.
May I have a beer, please?
Certainly, I'll be right back.
So it didn't capture, in my opinion, it didn't capture the French accent. What it captured well was the environment, and even the people in the background, the water, just the attire. I mean, you know, it's sophisticated. So, I mean, it did a good job of capturing what you feel like you're at a restaurant in St. Bart's here. So now let's think outside of the box. And well, let's do this. Let's see if it can. This is one of the current challenges with AI. How is it going to retain the environment? Let's see. This is. Well, let's just see what it does. I don't know. We'll see what it does. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting in a restaurant in Gustavia St. Bart's. And then I'll say he quickly chugs a beer and belches loudly. Other diners in the restaurant stare at him and seem deeply offended. So he chugs a beer. So let's see, how does it transition from this clip to the next clip? Does it retain the environment? Is the environment completely different? Is the straw hat different? The objective here is to see consistency from this clip to the next one, because he ordered a beer, he chugs it, people feel that it's inappropriate, they stare at him, and well, let's just see how it interprets that. I don't know. Let's see what it does. But I don't know about y'all, but I mean, this is incredible. I'm deeply enjoying this. I know this is a long-winded video, but I film these things on purpose because you're potentially learning as I learn. I don't know what to expect. I mean, this is brand new for me. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video that I've created using Veo 3 Fast. So again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe and stay tuned to my playlist. Comment below, ask questions, and I'll try to post video responses. But let's just see where this goes here. So he's made it to St. Bart's, and then this essentially, in my mind, I know where this is going to go. I'm putting this together in a certain way, and I'm thinking through this on the fly and determining what the next things that'll happen are. Because number one, I want to see how the Veo 3 video model interprets it. But I'm curious to, put yourself in the mind of Bigfoot, never been to this tropical destination. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this came together. Different background, but this does look like the type of crowd that one would expect to see in St. Bart's, kind of snooty and, well-dressed and, fancy tablecloths. Let's see what happens. That's kind of a cool clip. Okay, so now, and I'm really having to think here. So so let's do this. Let's get crazy. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting at a restaurant in Gustavia, St. Bart's. He has drank several beers and begins talking to other people in the restaurant. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting at a restaurant in Gustavia, St. Bart's. He has drank several beers and begins talking to other people in the restaurant. One gentleman asked, "Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party?" One gentleman asked, and notice he says boats, he's downplaying it. One gentleman asked, "Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party?" Bigfoot with a beer in hand excitedly cheers the gentleman and says excitedly, and says in an excited fashion, "Yes, I would love to party on your yacht." So he says yacht, the gentleman's downplaying it, said boat. So let's just see how it interprets this. So here we go. So see, now you can see where this is going. So Bigfoot goes to this expensive island. He goes to this restaurant, meets these people. They got a yacht. And we'll just, I mean, none of this, as I've mentioned multiple times, none of this was scripted. I've just followed this storyline, and it's evolving clip by clip as it's being created here. So we'll see where this goes. Now, like I said, I do have to be mindful how many credits I've used, and I'll check that after the fact. I mean, there's a possibility that I could hit the end and it says, "Oh, you've consumed all your credits." That's something I've got to educate myself on, how to monitor the credit usage, the credit consumption. I mean, right now, admittedly, I'm flying blind, which is fine. I don't mind doing that because this is a lot of fun. It's educational, and I'm excited to see the finalized product that I'll upload to YouTube. So let's just continue along here. Another curiosity I have, thinking ahead, once I get to the phase where I export these clips for editing in YouTube, will the quality be even better than what I see here within what we'll just call these previews? I don't know. We'll see. But again, we're using the fast. We're not using the more advanced video model that consumes a lot more credits. Okay, so here now, notice everybody's got beers on their table. Let's see what this created.
Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party?
Yes, I would love to party on your yacht.
Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party?
Yes, I would love to party on your yacht.
Would you like...
Okay, so this is not perfect. Bigfoot wearing, maybe I should have said Bigfoot has drank several beers. Because I didn't want Bigfoot to ask. My intent was for, well, let's see. Let's redo this one. That's fine. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is sitting at a restaurant in Gustavia, St. Bart's. Bigfoot, see, I should have been more descriptive there. Bigfoot has drank several beers and begins talking to other people in the restaurant. One gentleman asked Bigfoot. So the gentleman is inviting him to aboard the boat. Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party? Bigfoot with a beer in hand excitedly cheers the gentleman and says in an excited fashion, yes, I would love to party on your yacht. Let's see what this does. Incredible how many clips we've created. I know this is time consuming, but I mean, y'all are, I repeat it over and over. Y'all are learning as I learn, and I am just the camera angles, and I could become more descriptive with that if I wanted to. But if you look at how incredible and watchable this is, I mean, this isn't something that one would watch and say, man, that's too low quality. I'm not even interested. The video quality is exceptional, and this, again, is their fast model. So this isn't the one that's going to be more detail rich. And think ahead a few years. I mean, once this is creating 4K content and beyond, this is going to displace the film industry. And before it displaces the traditional film industry, it's definitely going to augment the existing film workflow. Okay, so let's see what this one did.
Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party? Yes, I would love to party on your yacht. Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party? Yes, I would love to party on your yacht.
Okay, so that's actually what I wanted. And it got everything, but you can see how I managed that was the, in this clip here, let's see. No, I'll keep it. I may use some segments of it, but this got the spoken parts correct with what I wanted. So now, a Bigfoot okay, so now let's take it to the next level here. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is it is a vlog, so this is another vlog style shot, and Bigfoot excitedly says, I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's. Okay, Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is aboard a dinghy in Gustavia, St. Bart's, heading from the dock to a mega yacht. It is a vlog style shot, and Bigfoot excited says, I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's. So let's see what this does. This is funny here.
Would you like to come aboard my boat for an after party? Yes, I would love to party on your yacht.
So now this is where it's going to get interesting. So we're going to have to, you can kind of see where this is heading. So it's turning to this big party on a yacht. So this, obviously this clip that it's filming now is just the journey from the boat dock to the mega yacht. Let's see.
I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's. I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's.
So not exactly what I had in my mind. And a few things here if you want to get nitpicky. And this does look like Gustavia St. Bart's, by the way. But what I had in mind was that he was traveling by way of dinghy from the dock, and you could see the mega yacht in the distance anchored out. But instead, the mega yacht's at the dock. So I could have gotten more descriptive, but since I don't want to consume too many credits, not knowing how many I have remaining, I want to go ahead and let's get to the next part. And if you want to get really nitpicky, you can see the engine for the dinghy, and he's actually going in reverse. So if you want to get technical, there's a few things, but overall the visual, the vlog style, everything's good.
I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's.
But I didn't, again, the captions have appeared again, and they're incorrect. I wish it hadn't put them there. But what I can do, look at this, see?
Mega yacht party.
Actually, I can't, because those captions will be visible.
I'm going to my first mega yacht party, and it's in St. Bart's.
So it's usable for this use case. So now, let's do this. So now let's get really creative. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is sitting. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting on a lounge chair aboard a fancy mega yacht that is anchored in Gustavia St. Bart's. There is club music playing, and many people that look like celebrities are also partying aboard the mega yacht. An attractive female approaches Bigfoot and asks with a French accent. Let's see if it gets the French accent right this time. May I snap a photo with you, please? Bigfoot excitedly says yes and snaps a photo with a drink in hand. Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting on a lounge chair aboard a fancy mega yacht that is anchored in Gustavia St. Bart's. There is club music playing, and many people that look like celebrities are also partying aboard the mega yacht, trying to make it look snooty. An attractive female approaches Bigfoot and asks with a French accent, "May I snap a photo with you, please?" Bigfoot excitedly says yes and snaps a photo with a drink in hand. Let's see what that does, because he's partying, everybody's partying. Let's see if it captures the environment, the people, the club music that's playing. let's see if it gets all of that. Well, let's just see what it does. I mean, that's what we've done clip by clip here, seeing what Veo 3 Fast is capable of in its current state. So let's just see. So I haven't counted recently, but I'm going to assume that I'm probably, with everything I've created using Veo 3 so far, I'm probably in the neighborhood of 500 or so credits consumed. But I'll check that after this. I just want to move forward with this video because this is a fun and hopefully useful tutorial for everyone. Let's see what we got here. Ah, okay, this is good.
May I snap a photo with you, please? Please. May I snap a photo with you, please? Please. May I snap a photo with you, please? Please.
So a few things here, and it's a very cool clip. So it got the club music playing, people that look fancy. And I did describe the situation. An attractive female approaches Bigfoot and asks with a French accent, but actually,
May I snap a photo with you, please? Please.
it's actually Bigfoot asking her, so it didn't get that correct. The shot's really cool. It doesn't matter. Again, we're testing this. So now, let's see. Now let's get really out there. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat. No, that's not what I want. That's old. That's interesting. When I did a copy and paste, put in these additional... A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is sitting... I didn't mean to do that. I hit enter. I did not mean to do that. Well, and inadvertently just wasted a generation. Credits, I should say. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising through Gustavia. So now the boat's going to be in motion. Yeah, that was the act of hitting enter inadvertently, but it did get the environment. That'll be good, what do they call B-roll, where he's sitting there. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that's cruising past Gustavia, St. Bart's. Many people that look like Let's just see what this does. Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising past Gustavia of St. Bart's. Many people that look like celebrities are partying and club music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is the center of attention. So now the mega yacht's in motion. So we're going to see how it does that. This was cool though.
May I snap a photo with you, please? Yes, please. May I snap a photo with you, please? Yes, please.
So now we're going to have, there's going to have to be, because I'm thinking through this on the fly, there's going to have to be a weird twist. So let's well, y'all don't have to think it through. I'm thinking it through right now. The boat's in motion, and also what I'm thinking is, when am I going to hit the end of my credits? Because I've only got a certain number of generation credits. So again, if y'all have the ability to provide me with credits for continued evaluation purposes, that would be awesome. Because obviously I would want to create a lot of video content, but when I run out of credits, I'm out of credits. But I am blown away by what I've been able to produce so far. Let's see what this creates. This is actually really good. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take this same, and if you notice, let's see, I'm going to paste, and Bigfoot wearing servers partying aboard a mega yacht. Many people that look like celebrities are partying. Club music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is the center of attention. Bigfoot strips off his board shorts and straw hat and tosses them into the air. Bigfoot excitedly The Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising past Gustavia St. Bart's. Many people that look like celebrities are partying and club music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is the center of attention. Bigfoot excitedly yells, "I'm going streaking." And strips off his board shorts and straw hat and tosses them into the air. People partying aboard the mega yacht catch the board shorts and straw hat. The party continues. So you see where this is going. Again, amazing how quickly it produces these exceptional video clips. Okay, let's see what we got.
I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking.
And obviously, there wouldn't have been nudity here because it's Bigfoot, but I'm assuming maybe it didn't allow that because of some sort of protections that Bayo 3 may have in place for that. Because see, through...
I'm going streaking.
You could see the hat and the shorts.
I'm going streaking.
So maybe we do this. Maybe we reimagine what was created here, and we'll see if it allows this. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising past Gustavia St. Bart's. Many people that look like celebrities are partying. Bigfoot is the center of attention. Bigfoot excitedly yells, "I'm going streaking," and tosses and removes his straw hat and tosses it into the air. People report it. A person partying Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising past Gustavia St. Bart's. Many people that look like celebrities are partying and music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is the center of attention. Bigfoot excitedly yells, "I'm going streaking," and removes his straw hat and tosses it into the air. A person partying excitedly catches the straw hat. The party continues. So let's see if it'll take the hat off. And maybe it was the fact that I was saying hat and board shorts that potentially triggered something that disallowed that video generation. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here.
I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking.
So interesting, it added the "I'm going streaking" to the soundtrack. That'll work. I mean, for the sake of this tutorial, that's still a cool clip. So now what we want to do is the next part, and this time I won't say straw hat because he's removed the straw hat. A Bigfoot wearing surfers board shorts and partying aboard a mega yacht that's cruising. A Bigfoot wearing surfers board shorts is partying aboard a mega yacht that's cruising past Gustavia. Many people look like celebrities are partying, and club music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is the center of attention. Bigfoot yells, "Let's jump." And many others jump off of the side of the mega yacht with Bigfoot. Let's see what that does. So the idea is that he's jumping off the side of the mega yacht into the water. I didn't specify into the water. I mean, that should be implied. And that others are doing the same. So let's see what happens here. That is a cool clip.
I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking. Let's jump.
That's cool.
Let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump.
Okay, now let's take it to the next phase here. So now he's got his hat back on. Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat. Has been Bigfoot is aboard a dinghy with 3 women that look like supermodels and is heading back and is heading Bigfoot excitedly yells, "That was an awesome yacht party." A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and straw hat has been partying aboard a mega yacht that is cruising past Gustavia St. Bart's. Many people that look like celebrities are still partying. Club music can be heard in the background. Bigfoot is aboard a dinghy with three women that look like supermodels, and is heading from the mega yacht to the dock at Gustavia. Bigfoot excitedly yells, "That was an awesome party." This is a vlog style shot. Okay, there we go. So let's see what this creates. Created a lot of clips. This has been a long-winded tutorial, but hopefully y'all are enjoying it as much as I've enjoyed creating it. And these are just the clips. I mean, we'll do, like I said, subscribe and ring that bell. We'll do the step-by-step how I stitch them all together and create the finalized video that everyone will be watching on YouTube. But let's finish this adventure here.
That was an awesome yacht party. That was an awesome yacht party. That was an awesome yacht party.
Okay, so now he's got to go out to dinner, so let's a Bigfoot wearing let's see how a Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit walks into a fancy restaurant in Gustavia St. Bart's. A Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit walks into a fancy restaurant in Gustavia St. Bart's. He is promptly greeted and asked by a man with a French accent. Still hasn't gotten that French accent thing. Let's see if it gets it this time. He is promptly greeted and asked by a man with a French accent, "How many people are in your party, sir?" Bigfoot promptly responds, 5. Bigfoot is accompanied by four women that look like supermodels. People in the restaurant are watching and are covertly snapping photos with their smartphones. Okay, so he walks into a restaurant, he's dressed nice, he's greeted, And let's see what this creates.
Let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump. I'm going streaking. I'm going streaking.
May I snap a photo with you, please? Please.
I'm going to do a few more clips, and just so I hopefully conserve some of my credits. I'm not going to go overboard, but at least at the time of filming this, as I mentioned earlier, these are consuming, I think, 20 credits per clip. So I'm curious to see. I'd really love to have a trial. If there's any way I could get a trial and get free credits, but I don't know if that's doable, because I'd really like to wear this system out. Okay, here we go.
How many people are in your party, sir? 5. How many people are in your party, sir? 5. How many people are in your party, sir? 5.
So that was weird the way that put together, and there's a second Bigfoot. So this one we're going to redo, unfortunately. Bigfoot wearing seersucker suit walks into a fancy, let's do beachfront. Yeah, not waterfront, beachfront restaurant. Let's do waterfront. Maybe there's not a beach. Maybe it's just beside. Let's see. A Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit walks into a fancy waterfront restaurant in Gustavia, St. Bart's. He is promptly greeted and asked by a man with a French accent, "How many people are in your party, sir?" Bigfoot promptly responds, 5. Bigfoot is accompanied by 4 women that look like supermodels. People in the restaurant are watching and are covertly snapping photos with their smartphones. Let's see what this does. Wasn't happy with the previous. Although it got that down, it had some weird elements that it didn't nail. But I mean, look at the accuracy of this so far. I mean, it's doing a bang up job of putting all this together, just from text to video prompts. I mean, it is mind blowing. I mean, I'm not trying to say that it's more than it is, but it is what it is, and it's great. There's generations. Amazing how quickly it generates this. But you can see sometimes, as illustrated by several clips throughout this, I'll call it a tutorial. I mean, that's what I've done, is a tutorial. Sometimes the extra descriptions are necessary, and sometimes it does a good job with a minimal amount of descriptive verbiage. Here we go.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
Kind of weird the way that 1, 2,
many people are
3,
in your
4,
party, sir?
5,
5.
6 counting him.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
But see, for editing purposes, what I can do, see where the weirdness happens, see that he turns into Let's see. So if I cut it here, once I edit it.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
See, I can cut it there. Okay, so he goes into the restaurant. Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit. Oh, I didn't copy. A Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit is having dinner with 4 women. Walking by, ask Bigfoot. And Bigfoot loudly exclaims, "Certainly," and then signs an autograph and snaps a photo with the fan. Okay, so let's see what this does.
How many people are in your party,
And you see there, I didn't mention it earlier, but this previous one, it added the captions again.
5.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
How many people are in your party, sir?
5.
May I have your autograph, please?
Certainly.
May I have your autograph?
So that didn't turn out as expected. You notice when he stood up, his suit came off, and then he signed the autograph, not of the fan, but of the... So let's look at this again and see how we can retool this. A Bigfoot wearing a seersucker suit is having dinner with 4 women that look like supermodels at a waterfront restaurant in Gustavia. A person walking by asked Bigfoot. And I'll just say then signs an autograph. We'll see what happens. But see this one.
May I have your autograph, please?
Certainly. have your autograph, please? Certainly.
So as we can see, I mean, definitely not perfect, but phenomenal. I mean, this is not doctored up. I mean, this is my first time generating an entire YouTube video using the Veo 3. So I mean, it's very impressive. So we're going to do a few more clips, and then we're going to button up the clip creation part of this process, and then we'll segue into, I'm going to put the other in a separate video, so subscribe and ring that bell and check out my playlist, because I'll have all of the next steps detailed in a separate video, and that'll be outside of the Veo 3 website piece where we are now.
Certainly. Certainly. Certainly.
So I didn't get this one exactly right, but I can do it without the spoken part. So at least we got a clip. And now let's do a Bigfoot wearing surfers, board shorts, and a Bigfoot wearing surfer board shorts and a straw hat is riding a moped through Gustavia St. Bart's. Is a vlog style shot. Bigfoot says excitedly, "I've got to pick up breakfast before I head out." So let's see what this creates.
Pick up breakfast before I head out. Oh, woo! That was so much fun. I gotta pick up breakfast before I head out. Oh, woo! That was so much fun. I gotta pick up breakfast before I head out. Oh, woo!
So that's pretty cool, and then we'll do a, let's just call it a button up clip here. or wrap up, I guess I should say. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat boards propeller airplane at the St. Bart's Airport. The pilot says, "May I take your bags, sir?" And Bigfoot politely says, "Yes, you may," and hands the pilot his luggage. Before boarding the small airplane. Okay, there we go. So that ought to get, he's boarding the airplane, and then we'll do a takeoff scene, and then we're going to stitch all this together into a video. But you can see how incredible this is. I mean, being able to produce all these clips. Didn't use any image reference, no subject reference, just all text to video. But I like how it can have the spoken parts. That's kind of the highlight. And just the overall clarity of this is phenomenal. Okay, so here's the result.
May I take your bag, sir?
Yes, you may.
It's kind of interesting. He hands him the bag, but then he walks off with it. So, but I can cut it there because that conveys what we need. Generic runway shot. Maybe this is Gustavia. Maybe it's not. I even know I said Gustavia, but it's a very nice shot. So now let's do the final shot. A Bigfoot wearing surfer's board shorts and a straw hat is in the back seat of a small propeller airplane with a small single propeller airplane while taking off from St. Bart's Airport. This is a vlog style shot. Bigfoot excitedly says, says, "This concludes my St. Bart's adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned." So let's see what that creates. Okay, so here we go.
This concludes my St. Bart's adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned. This concludes my St. Bart's adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned.
I'm not happy with his face. Looks very different in that one. So we can do reuse prompt. Yeah, that one, for whatever reason, the face that time, and I did have the acoustics inside the airplane. They sounded good, but of course it embedded captions again, which I didn't want. Things aren't perfect. Things are more than usable. But let's see if it gets this last one correct here. Or I should say usable. Not necessarily, none of these are necessarily incorrect. They're just, some are better than others.
This concludes my St. Bart's adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned. This concludes my St. Bart's adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned.
That's pretty cool.
This concludes my St. Bart's adventure.
This one right here, and you can delete, so I'm just going to delete that one. I didn't want to use it. It's so different. Okay, so that's got us through the generation phase. A lot of clips here, as you saw, step by step. And now what you can do, there's this option here, which is download. And you can specify, interesting, you can specify upscaled 1080p, which is what I'll do. And I'm going to do this for each of the clips. At least currently it says upscaling your video costs 0 credits. This may take a few minutes. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but you get the gist of what I'm doing next. And that's going through each individual clip, downloading it to my computer, and then subscribe to my channel and check out my second video, which I'll go through step by step after I've downloaded all of these clips, now that we've created them, after I've downloaded them in the upscaled format. And I'm going to show you how I stitch them all together to create, which I haven't created yet at the time of narrating this, but the video that I'm creating that I'll then post to YouTube. So this is the cradle to grave, how to use Veo 3 to create the clips, and then we'll take it beyond that and how to stitch them together into a video that'll be uploaded to YouTube. Thanks for your viewership. Subscribe, ring that bell, ask your questions below, post your comments below, and I'll try to post video responses to your comments and or questions. And this generative AI is phenomenal. I mean, it's, as you've seen, I mean, look at what's been created just within this short period of time. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain IrixGuy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.